Hey everyone, it's Lizzie from Lizzie's World of Gems. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a whip and chat. I am working on, I think it's Melinda Moo. I can't remember the name of this kit, but it's a Diamond Art Club. It's a very old kit. It's from Hannah Lynn, and yeah, I was working on Craft Room Fiasco, but long story short, if you're new to my channel and you didn't know this, my granddaughter totally spilled all my drills into my tray. It was the bigger tray of this one, I think. I forget what tray it was, but she had a mountain. I think I have a short on it. A mountain of drills, and I couldn't make, like, there was no saving them. I would be here for days and weeks and years. So I've been trying to order as I go, and I thought I had enough to finish, but then didn't I run out of another color, so I'm like, I gave up, and I put it away, and then I started working on this one. Now this is black, and you know Hannah Lynn always has lots of black outline and stuff. And look at the quality of this black. Like, I know I have some stragglers in here, but just look at all the tags on this black. It frustrates me. This is very shitty drills. And like, sometimes I don't see the tag, and then when I try to line them up, they're not lining up perfectly, and it's starting to pee me off. But anyways, I'm using my Firefly tray. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. I'm using my Firefly tray. I love this tray. I use it all the time. I never switch out my trays, even though I have like 100 of them. No, I'm exaggerating. I don't have that many. And I'm using my Pen Pal pen. Love this. I love these pens. These are my favorite pens of all time. And I just thought I'd use my pink one today because I kind of want to use this one today. So that's what I'm using. I have Tia's pen over there. I put a long straightener on it to try to keep me on track. And my friend Billy made me this one. I have that here too. I have one of the trays that I made with the new filament, just holding all my other junk. Just a lot of junk. So I have these to refill because I just don't want to bother with those little, I should pull them out. Like, I can see a whole bunch here with tags on it. I should try to pull them out so they don't bug me anymore. Here, I'll pull out the stragglers too, because, you know, I always have lots of them. You know what it is because I never completely drain out my tray, and then they get on to the next color, and that's how I end up with all this multi-dots everywhere. That's okay. It wouldn't be Liz's show if you guys didn't see this fiasco that I been up to. And then it has all these little bits that I can't stand either. You know, hit and miss with black, right? I have no fault to the company for this. Black is just a color that sucks. You know, in any company, like, you could have really good drills from a company, but they're black sometimes. And I feel like this is the end of like the run where all the little bidlets are in the bottom of, you know, whatever, and then they just fall into the bag. I know this kind of stuff because, you know, I work in manufacturing and I know how things work to a certain degree. But anyway, I'm just going to put this whole, the thing about this one is, I know I'm wearing a sweater. You guys never see me with a sweater on, but I turned off the heat. And in the morning here, it gets pretty chilly. So I'm like, oh, I can't just wear this tank top. I'm feeling a little bit cold today. So I put on the sweater. I think it's Clem's sweater that I just threw on to do this video. If you hear the grizzly bear in the background, I do apologize, but he fell asleep on the couch and now he's snoring. So I don't know if the video will pick it up or not. I just forewarning you. I'm not being attacked by any means. So what is new with me? With diamond painting. So I told you about, I really want to get Craft Room Fiasco done. It's just been hanging over me like this crazy, I have to order more drills for that. So I'm going to have to go to Orloa and order another package of drills. And hopefully this is the last time. There's people at Orloa are probably thinking, what is this chick doing? And you know, it's not any of their fault because honestly, I don't even know if I would have ran out of a color because right now that canvas is in such a dire distress that, like, I'm acting like, you know, it looks horrible, but it doesn't. Just the drill situation is bad, and I wouldn't know when I do my post review if I would have had enough or not that came with the original kit because Luna ruined that for me. So instead of it being called the Craft Room Fiasco, it's the Craft Room Fiasco by Luna. Even though there's a whole bunch of pets in it. But I feel like my pets wouldn't make as much mess as my 3-year-old granddaughter did when I was gone away for the day. And I come home and her mother's in here secretly trying to fix it. And I'm like, there's no fixing this, Sarah. Like, you think you're going to fix this mess because you weren't paying attention to her? So, yeah. It's a whole other story. But anyways, I still love my granddaughter. She's still, you know, alive. They, of course, don't live here anymore. They moved out. So, and then my youngest daughter moved out. All my kids have moved out on me, and I feel like a little bit of a complex here. My daughter moved out because she wanted to go to live in London with her boyfriend. And there's a lot more opportunities in London for her, for what she went to school for, than here in this small town. So, you know, I can't fault her for that, you know, because that's what she wants to do. Plus, you know, she never got around to getting her license when she was 16. So she has her beginners or her G1, but she needs her G2 in order to drive alone. That's how it works here in Ontario. You get your G1 and then you get your G2 and you drive for I think you got like 5 years before you have to take your actual G. And then once you have your actual G, you don't have to go and take any more tests until you're like, I don't know, 80 years old or something like that. I can't even remember what age it is. But I heard that one is just they give you a clock and you have to tell the time on the clock or something. I don't know. That's what I heard. It isn't an actual driving test. So, that is what I've been up to. And no, that's not what I've been up to. That's what's been going on. So she moved out. She got a job, but she calls it a chop shop because it's not really what she went for school for, because her ideal job is to work in an actual spa. But this is like one of those side ones where you do nails and you do waxing and this and that and other stuff. So she got a job quickly there. Starts today, actually. And then she has an interview for a real spa next week. So hopefully she can get in there, because that's what her ideal job is to be, is working in an actual spa. So she has that, even though it is quite a distance from where she is living. So I don't even know how she's gonna get there. She doesn't like transit. And I don't even know if transit goes to, because she said it was in Lambeth. I don't even know if the buses go all the way out to Lambeth or not. Something I do not know about London. So, yeah. That's what's been going on with them. And then we went to see Clem's mom yesterday at the nursing home. And Clem starts to get really sad now, because he's starting to realize she's not as good as she was before. Like, she seems like she's going down a little bit. But she still has the energy and the will to live, because she's still, you know, she still hangs in there. And so we had a visit with her, and then we left there, went pick up Delissa because she needed to go to the doctor's, and then I went with her to the doctor's. And by this time I was starting to get hungry after the doctor's office. It was lunchtime, so Clem made us some barbecue hot dogs, and I had some potato salad that I got from Costco. But after I ate that, and I had taken my Ozempic that morning, plus all my other medications, so I was all pumped up on medications. But I did have, when we went to London, before we went to pick up Alyssa, I did have a sausage and egg McMuffin and a hash brown from McDonald's. So I had that for breakfast, and then when after the doctor's appointment, it was like going almost on, I feel like there's something in here that's pissing me off. We went to oh, there's my pills. They just fell. My stomach pills. We went to, I lost track of time, what I was saying, because I was trying to pull this out of my pen. So we went to McDonald's before we went and picked her up, just to get something quick to eat. And then when we came back, we had those hot dogs. And then when she left to go back home, Clem said he was going to drive her because he wanted to do Uber Eats in London for a little while, make extra money. So I said, okay, I'll just stay here and try to diamond paint. Well, that didn't happen because I felt so sick. My stomach was hurting really bad. I felt like I was gonna, you know how your mouth gets watery, like you're gonna throw up? And I went and lied down on the couch for a while, and I'm like, just don't think about it, Liz. Just don't think about it. Maybe you won't throw up. So I must have dozed off and fell asleep, and I woke up. I'm thinking, oh, maybe I feel better. No. As soon as I got up off the couch, I started to, you know, get the reflex to come out. So I ended up getting sick. And then I felt better. My stomach didn't hurt anymore. So, and then Clem's like, well, what did you eat? Like, we had the hot dogs, we were fine. And I'm like, well, I don't think it was that. I think it was the Ozempic. I had just taken it in the morning. And I think maybe I ate too much eating all of that. But it wasn't like I ate it all in one sitting. So I don't know, I didn't feel like I had a lot of potato salad and I just had 2 hot dogs, but maybe that was too much. So after that, I was really scared to eat, but then later on in the evening, I was really hungry, so I had a toasted tomato sandwich. I like those sometimes. Do you guys like that? I put mayo on toast. I slice up a tomato and then I put lots of black pepper on it. And sometimes I just like to eat a sandwich like that. So that's what I did. That's what I had for dinner last night. And I think Clem just had toast too. We didn't really have a big dinner last night. And he thought he was going to be working on these shelves in the garage with his friend from work. But his friend from work said that he wasn't feeling good. So he was going to not come over. So Clem decided he was going to do some. He was trying to get a hold of Revenue Canada, and he kept on. He had his earbuds in, and he kept on hanging up on himself. And this is like late at night already, and I'm like, "Are you sure they're even open?" Like, he's like, "Yeah, I'm on hold." And I'm like thinking, oh, I don't ever remember, but like tax season, maybe they are open that late. But I was like, and then he's like, well, there's 20 minutes. Maybe I would have got in, because it ended up kicking him off. Like, he ended up hanging up again. Like, it was like 20 minutes to the end of their shift. And I'm like, well, they wouldn't have answered anyways. He would have just got a record saying, we're now closed. He goes, no, they wouldn't do that. And I'm like, oh yeah, they would. Oh yes, they would. So that was my funny thing that happened last night with him. He's like, and then he's getting mad at me about the toilet now. Our toilet seat, the back bracket broke. He's getting mad at me because he didn't understand what I was saying. I'm saying there's a piece. You gotta buy this piece, and you put it in and it clips. And then he was getting all mad at me. He's like, oh, this is what, oh, what would he say why he was mad? I get frustrated. I think it was because he was trying to get a hold of Revenue Canada and they weren't answering his phone call. So, yeah. I don't know if today he's going to try with Revenue Canada again, but it doesn't seem like it's a very nice day out. It looks like it's raining or something. He said something about maybe we'll go for a drive for fries under the bridge. I like going for fries under the bridge. If you're new to my channel, you don't know, I live in Canada. I'm Canadian, you know, eh? And sometimes we go to Sarnia, Ontario, which is right by the Michigan border in Port Huron. And the bridge that goes to the US, underneath of it on the Canadian side, I don't know if it happens on the American side. I don't think it does. It's not a thing over there. It's just a thing over here. And we say it's fries under the bridge. There's fry trucks underneath the bridge. It's by the water. People go there, buy fries, sit by the water, watch the boats go by and stuff like that. And you can see all the traffic going over to the United States. If you look across the lake, you can see the US. like it's fairly close. Like you could swim, well, I don't know if you'd even want to attempt to try to swim across. But, you know, if you're desperate, you probably could do it. I'm not necessarily saying you wouldn't get caught, but it's still quite a distance. Like, it doesn't look like it from land, but I'm sure if you're in the water, it would be a heck of a swim. That is for sure. So, yeah. We like to go there sometimes for fries under the bridge and just sit by the water and look at all the crazy stuff going around. My sister Helen goes and then she's out there for 5 minutes. Okay, it's good enough. Let's go. That's how Helen is when we go on trips. It's like, why do we even bother coming all the way down here? And they don't even go to the one that fries under the bridge. So there was this famous fry truck, and now he has his own like little restaurant. It's pretty close to the fries under the bridge, so you don't have to go very far if you want to get his stuff. And he has like a restaurant now. Well, it's not really a restaurant. It's like, well, there's some tables in there, so you could eat in, but it's like kind of still like the fry truck vibe, but in a building. And a lot of people go there. It is the most popular spot to go because he used to be the famous fire truck underneath the bridge, and now he has it in a building pretty close to the bridge. Like, it's very, very close. So a lot of people go there, buy it, and then take it down by the water. The fry trucks there are kind of disappointing now because I'm like, well, let's just go to the actual fry trucks. And there's one that was called pulled pork poutine. I think that's where we went. I didn't go to the one on the other side. But if we go today, I think I want to go to the one on the other side, or we'll just go to that restaurant because I know their food is good. So, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. He suggested it, but he's sleeping. Who knows what the day will bring. And if his friend wants to come over and work on those shelves, then we probably won't go. So, that's what I planned today. I'd like to do another video. You know, the book that I was talking about on my live for my kits that I've done or completed. I like to work on that. I was looking through Happy Planner to see if I can find different covers. But I just like the prices are not too bad. It's just the fact that I'm like, oh, once I put shipping on, it's a huge amount. So I've been kind of like, shouldn't I? Maybe I should check out Amazon, because at least at Amazon I don't have to pay for shipping. So I might check out Amazon and check that out. So that's been going on. I've been making some butterflies because it's going to be a part of the retreat package. They'll get a tray and a butterfly. And that is pretty much all I've been pretty much up to. I want to start that kit from Captured by Radiance that I got as a sneak peek. I do have another unboxing from Captured by Radiance that I have to do. But I haven't done it yet. I want to start that kit, but I'm waiting for a package that I'm getting from Temu, because I bought some storage containers and I feel like I want to use those storage containers for that kit. So I'm thinking that maybe my Temu order will be here by next week, so then I can do a kit up video for that. And use those new containers that I bought to try. And yeah, go from there. So I'll have a few videos coming up shortly. Also, the Liz and Tia show is gonna start. It's gonna be I think someone said Morning Laughs with Tia and Liz. I think that's what we're gonna call it. Morning Laughs with Tia and Liz. That starts Saturday at 10 a.m. So, you know, grab a coffee, make some breakfast, and come hang out with us for whatever time. I don't know how long our shows are going to be. It's Saturday, all my weekends off, so, you know, it is what it is. I don't usually do anything Saturday mornings anyway. So usually it's by afternoon that I have to go do something. So yeah, that will be fun. Can't wait to start that. It's gonna be fun, fun, fun. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna air it on both channels, so one will be on my channel, like the same live, but it'll be aired on both channels. So you could either watch it on mine or Tia's channel, or flip back and forth, or do whatever you want to do. Stay on one. On the StreamYard, I can see who, like, from both channels coming in, but if I was on YouTube on just my channel, I wouldn't be able to see the ones that were on Tia's channel. That's why I usually read the chat that's coming off of the StreamYard, but it does, like, not as good as the YouTube one, so I'm going to apologize in advance if it seems like I'm not answering your questions. Is because I'm following the StreamYard one. If you are a subscriber and you want to come on and talk about what you're up to or what you're working on, let me know down in the comments below that you want to come on, and I will send you the link to join the show. Of course, I haven't created the link for the show yet, so when I do create it, I will gladly pass it on, and you can come on and talk, hang out with us, have some laughs with us. It's always nice to see who's behind the name in the chat, and we have so many regulars. And don't be shy, like, I'm only saying this because, you know, Susan will never, ever video chat with me, and I don't know why. Because I love to, like, just sit for hours and talk to her, but maybe she just doesn't have time like that, like I do. I don't know. I have a lot of time on my hands, clearly. I do like just sitting and chatting. Sometimes on the weekends, I join Janae's chat with her sister and her friend, Jeannie from Florida. And we usually sit and we diamond paint together. And Tamara usually shows us, you know, what she's up to with her resin, or like she's trying to do resin stuff, and then she shows us like her mishaps and her good stuff and what she's been up to, and she does pens. So, you know, sometimes she's doing that when we're talking to each other. I just really enjoy talking with them. They stay on very, very late, and sometimes I start to get tired because, you know, they're in different time zones than me. Except for Jenny. She's in the same, not Jenny, Jeannie. She's in the same time zone as me. So, you know, we're usually the two that hit the bucket first. And then it's Janae. And then, you know, Tamara's still like 3 hours behind us all. Or 2 hours behind Janae. And then, you know, 3 hours behind us. So she's still got bolts of energy by the time we're all like, oh, it's time for us to go to bed. So last weekend I was off. I did not hang out with them, but I did the weekend before that. And it was fun. I always enjoy hanging out with those guys. It's a hoot. I love seeing what they're working on, what they're doing. It's always fun to sit and talk to people like off camera, you know, like video chat. Like back in the day, we couldn't video chat our friends, and yeah, there was a telephone, but it was different. It wasn't like you're meeting people from like, whoever thought that we could meet people from like the United States and become friends with them. Because I honestly, truly, you know, even though I have never met Janae and Tamara, I consider them my friends, you know. And some people might say, oh, they're not really your friends because you haven't met them. But honestly, they are. Like, when I went to the retreat and I, you know, would talk to J-Rob, which is Jennifer from DP Diction Adventures, and Tia, and, you know, Rebecca, and like Kara, like all those people. But then when you meet them in real person, it's like, it's not awkward at all, because it feels like you've known them forever, and they're just a friend that you like, oh, you know, you were gone for a few days, but now you're back, like in Billy. Like, it didn't feel weird, you know what I mean? Like, they're my friends. It didn't feel weird at all. But that's just me. Maybe other people have different experience, but that's how I feel when I go to a retreat. I feel like, oh my gosh, it's like I haven't seen you in like a few months. Like, where have you been? Kind of a deal. It's really weird. If you ever have the chance to go to a retreat, I guarantee you it'll be like the best time you've ever had, like, and the experience, and like actually meeting the people that you converse with on YouTube is just like incredible. I don't even know how to explain it. And like, not even just YouTubers, like normal, like just subscribers. You meet a lot of just people that subscribe to the channels, and you know, and they know you, and they're like, and it's just wonderful. I don't even know how to explain it unless you go. So I suggest you all, see, I didn't feel like I have very much of this one out, but this is the end of it. I suggest you guys at least experience a retreat once in your lifetime. So I guarantee you won't regret it. Everybody has a blast. Like, look at Berta. She goes to every single retreat, she actually gave me this pen. I love Berta. She gave me this pen. It's my favorite pen in the whole wide world. I wouldn't have had it if Berta didn't buy it for me. And she's just so, I love Berta. And we had so much fun at that retreat together. She was laughing at me because I couldn't get in the truck. And her, like, she was a trooper and hung out with me and Tia on our crazy, silly adventures that we took on that retreat. Yeah. It was just a lot of fun. I hung out with, like, Tia and Verda most of the trip. So I had super awesome fun. We also hung up with, I can't remember her name, but it was Tima's daughter. It's in the back of my tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it. But she hung out with us too. She went on the crazy adventures with us too. Surprise Tima. It's like, said, like, didn't tell her daughter, like, don't hang out with these crazy women. But she didn't. We had fun. We had a lot of fun. It was an experience I'll never forget. It was a fun time. Tia is just as funny and outrageous in person as she is on our lives, and we kid around and joke, but that's how we are when we're together at the retreat as well. You know, it wasn't any different than the way we act on camera with you guys. I consider her a really good friend. And yeah, someday I'd like to go visit her in Vegas so she can take me to all the cool places. And experience Vegas life. My son Tyler's gone to Vegas, but he went with my sister Yvette. Oh, speaking of Yvette, she is off to Portugal. So I don't know. She left at 11 o'clock last night. So I'm figuring her plane is probably landing like around nowish there in Portugal. I don't know. Is it? I don't even know how long of a flight it is. I thought it was 6 hours, but I'm not 100% sure if that's the time, how long it takes to get to Portugal from here. I thought it was 6 hours, but she left around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon to head to the Toronto airport, and then her flight was at 11 o'clock p.m. But I thought, oh, that's late. But I'm thinking, well, it's probably a good time because you'll probably just sleep all the way there, and then you'll wake up and it's like, oh, I'm in Portugal. Like, that would be like the best flight to go to a place like that. Like, you sleep, you wake up, and oh, we're here. So, yeah. She's off with my sister-in-law, Pat. And they went to Lisbon, and I forget where else they're going. I think Madrid, or is that the name of it? I don't even know. Some island that isn't a part of the Azores. I don't know exactly, but it's a part of Portugal. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look it up in a map, but they're going a few days there and a few days at the other one. And yeah, she's gonna have fun. So, and then my sister Helen's in Florida, so everybody's on vacation but me. So it makes me kind of sad because everybody's out having fun and I'm stuck here in Canada going to work, packing you guys them vegetables. So I have to work tomorrow. Dreading it already. I only have to work 2 days this week, but I dread it. I work Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'm off for the weekend, and then it's back to my long week. Ugh. And to the supervisor that I do not care for too much. But I think she's on holidays, so it might be a good week. It might be a good week, Liz. It just might be. I don't know, because the operator that I usually work with, the one that used to bully me, but she don't anymore, which is a very great relief for me. She's going away on holidays as well, so I don't know who's going to be running the line. So this could be an interesting week, to say the least. That's next week. This week is still the other rotation, which I'm cool with. I don't mind that rotation at all. It's the other rotation that I don't like as much. I enjoy the people on this rotation a lot more than on the other rotation. Both have their pros and cons, really, and I'm fortunately blessed enough that I get to work with both, and I don't have to rotate anymore. So, yeah, I guess I should count my blessings, right? I should count my blessings on my stuff, my stove. Where's the E? Oh, there's that L, or no, that looks upside down, but I am upside down, so it is probably right. Yeah, it's this one. Oh, Liz is getting all mixed up because she's upside down. She's upside down, guys. Yeah, I've been really liking these craft mates lately, and I'm like thinking, I pull this kit out and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, Liz, what the heck did you kit this up in? Because now I don't even remember. But you think I would, because I'm almost done this painting. I only have maybe a full row of like this size and just a little bit. Like I could probably finish this weekend if I, you know, stuck with it. So yeah, that would be very interesting to see if I could finish this weekend. Because Coffee and Fiasco is off the market right now. I do have Flirty Friday that don't feel so flirty to me right now, that I have to complete, and I have a mystery kit that Susan gave me a long time ago that's just sitting there looking at me going, I'll get to you someday. I know, it's just horrible. There's like a few kits, and there's a Dreamer Designs over there, and it's not the Dreamer's Design kit so much as I'm not feeling the painting, and it's round. And you know how much I love round, and so is my Flirty Friday. So maybe that's why they're still sitting over there. I don't know, but not the mystery one. The mystery one is actually squares, but it's like, it seems to be all flowers. I don't know, she got me a painting with all darn purple flowers. I don't friggin' know, but I should maybe try to work on that one as well and surprise her and actually get that one done. It's not that big either, but it just feels big. And I feel like I don't have any dots in here, but if I put another dot in, it's gonna pull out and then I'm gonna get pissy mad because it's pulling out. But I don't hear that snap. And you know me, I love to hear that darn snap. I feel like I'm not diamond painting if I don't hear a snap. This is how I stab myself 100 times a day with my Cricut tweezers. And I can't find my turquoise ones that I had on here. I'm like, what the heck happened to that? I don't know. I'm going to step on it. I don't see it under my desk though. I finally cleaned under my desk. Remember I said a whole bunch of things fell down there? I finally cleaned it out. But I haven't cleaned the other clutter around me. But I did clean that. But I didn't clean all the rest of the clutter. Maybe that's what project I should do this weekend. Is declutter. What is this? Oh, E. Yeah, so I think I've been talking like your guys' ears off. Do your ears feel like they're burning because I've been talking so much? Let me all know what you guys have been working on. Do you guys have projects? Do you guys have projects in your this is how I'll really know if you listen to my whole Wip&Chat. Do you guys have projects that you're like sitting in your whip stash? How many whips do you guys have on the go? How many do I have on the go? I have this one, Craft and Fiasco, Flirty Friday, that mystery one, and that Halloween one from Diamond Dreamers Designs. So I have 5 on the go and I want to start another one. That would be 6. This one will be done, so it'll be going back down to 5. I have to try to get at least 2 more of those other ones out. I think I'm going to save the Dreamers Designs honestly till October and do it for Halloween again, just because I can. Even though it would be nice to have a funner Halloween one to do. But I should really try to get that one done so I can use my containers again that I have that in. Not that it matters because my daughter stole the case it goes into, and I'm like, she had all her stuff and I'm like looking at her and I'm like, that looks like my case that I have drills in. You know those ones that are like the makeup bag? Yeah. Because I didn't have it in the makeup bag because I had the drills just sitting out because I hate bringing them in and out of the makeup bag. And I had them just sitting, I had the makeup bag just sitting empty. She stole it. And I'm like, isn't that mine? And she's like, oh yeah, I took it from you. I'm like, well, where the heck am I supposed to put those drills now? Like those containers now when I store them back away. Yeah. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. So I hope I like these new containers that I got. They're like cheapy thing, but I've always wanted some. I wanted it in an actual case, but they're very hard to find. So I got them this way to see if I like them, and if I like this kind of container, then maybe I'll buy more. But for now, I didn't want to risk not knowing if I like it or not. So that is a thing. That is a thing. But anyway, I think I've talked enough. And I will let you guys go and tell me how many whips you have on the go, and if there's any in your whips that you just think, I don't really want to work on that one right now. Or if you guys are just like, nope, I'm doing one painting, I'm completing it till it's done, I'm putting it away, and that's it. I know a lot of people are like that as well. They don't have multiple whips going on. They only work on it one at a time, and then they put it away. I started working on more than one at a time on this channel because I felt like I needed variety, and then it just became a trend. But that's when I had a lot more room to move back and forth from whip to whip. Now it's like I don't feel like I have that much room here in the craft room to do that. So that's why I continuously work on one, or try to. I might switch it out, but I have to like move everything, and then to make other videos I'm like, oh, I have to move everything off this desk, and that's what's holding me back right now of doing that other video. It's like, oh, I gotta take this painting off my desk and pull that out, and then I'm thinking, oh, then put this back on my desk again, you know. The struggles are real. I feel like you guys hear me complaining about the most silliest things on the planet. But to me right now, it's a crisis, okay? It's a crisis. It's a crisis to me. Oh, the bird is starting to chirp because it's money time. And you know what? The whole time we're alive, I did not hear one darn train go by. And that is very, very odd. Very, very odd indeed. Or did you guys hear a train and I just missed it? But I don't think I would have missed it. I don't hear any trains today, which is very, very odd. Is something going down? So, with that said, I hope you guys had a fantastic week, and I will catch you guys on Saturday. Don't forget, the Morning Laughs with T and Liz, 10 a.m., 10 a.m. in the morning. Come hang out with us. It's going to be a blast. Maybe even a blast from the past. Till next time, take care, everyone. Bye.
Well, folks, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd be super tickle pink. And remember to hit that notification bell, and it will remind you whenever I load up a video. And till next time, take care, everyone. Bye.